You guys, I finally figured out how to make the audio not sound like shit. I've been on a big super furry animals kick, so I'm gonna play one of their songs. Hi kitty. Hi girl. And this song is called The Turning Tide. It just occurred to me that things aren't as they seem. It's conspiracy. Oh, and we're living in a world of quicksand. Castles on their keep still waiting under siege for the turning tide of. Need some inspiration. Time to hitch a ride on the turning tide. The service was so slow. My eyes began to grow into telescopes. Oh, and we're living in a world of quicksand. Castles on their keep still waiting under siege for the turning tide up. Need some inspiration. Time to hitch a ride on the turning tide. Living in a world of quicksand. Castles on their keep still waiting under siege for the turning tide up. Need some inspiration with no obligation. Cause there's quicksand sucking up the goodness graciously and patiently. Is that your time now? Need recuperation. Time to hitch a ride on the turning tide. To 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 the turning tide. Hopefully that kind of worked. Yeah, just I don't know why I've been just hugely into the super furry animals recently, and they're just um, you know. Sorry, I got an error. I don't know if it's working. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I'm trying to do a new thing. This is episode 4 of my podcast. And I don't know if I've really talked about the super furry animals. I got mobile phone. I got mobile phone. Wherever I lay my phone, that's my home. I got mobile phone. I don't know if I've ever talked about that band with you guys. I don't know why I would have. I mean, they're just a great band. I'm getting really into them again, and it's exciting. It's fun to kind of go back and listen to your old high school favorites. They're just a great band. I highly recommend checking them out. I was actually thinking I'll do a whole episode about the super furry animals, but I don't know what else to say besides they're a great band and you should check them out, for sure. That's it. I don't know what to tell you. So you're listening to my podcast. My room's it's cleaner, I guess. Yeah, I cleaned my room a little bit. I ate earlier. It's messy right here, but I can clean that up easy. I'm making choices in my life right now. Um, and and they're making me go where I'm going. I started doing comedy a year ago on January 4th. And coming up on that 1 year is really fun. I really like doing it a lot. It's essentially one of the most. That's weird that I did that. I just moved. That noise, if you're listening to the audio version, is just. Look, as a child, when I was going through junior high, I started to just grow and grow, and I started to slouch as a way to be like, oh, well, if I slouch, you're still going to you just be a tall guy who slouches. But I just wanted to hide. Which is weird because before that, all I wanted to do was sing and make movies and play. And then I went through puberty and junior high, and then I just got depressed. And then thank God for, rock and roll music and rock and roll stars like Tom York and Wayne Coyne and Neil Young, because those are the guys that I just love, and they just made me wanna. It gets late at my house. I can't be loud. That's why I'm talking like this. I don't normally get down like this, but what was I fucking talking about? Those rock stars, you just transform. It's about transforming in a lot of ways, and it is. And I don't know what else to say about that. It's about transform. What the fuck am I talking about, guys? Oh, wow. So many threads, so many things on my mind, so many things going through my mind as I sit here in my Barry Manilow. It's nothing to do with Barry. Barry Manilow? Barry Manilow wrote the Meow Mix song. I like chicken, I like liver. Meow Mix, please deliver. Meow, meow, meow. He wrote that song. I wondered about making jingles for people, what my price would be, if I would ever do it. One time this guy's like, I would never write a jingle for a group because I would never want to, and I agree with this too, so I'm doing a voice, but it's like I never want to contribute something shitty to something I love as much as I love music. And I think that's a good point, so I've never really gone down that road. But I've thought about it. It's about transforming. Rock and roll is about transforming who you are. And I was in junior high, and I got into the Blink 182s, and it was fun. I really loved that band, and I liked that they mixed silliness with music, and I think that's something that influences me to this day, for sure. Even though I can't really listen to Blink 182 or Eminem, the stuff I listened to in junior high, that was my time with them, and I'm very thankful for both those groups. And they're both very influential on me. And yes, I know I'm moving around a lot, so maybe I should chill. But I really like Eminem too. I'm a criminal. I'm a criminal. My words like a dagger with a jagged edge. They'll stab you in the head whether you're a... You know the rest of it. Okay? It was an intense time. I can't believe I'm just this 12-year-old kid banging out to that. Same with that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. Take money. Basically, call the cops when you see Tupac. Grab your Glocks when you see Tupac's. Tupac's. I would listen to Hit 'Em Up. Such a hardcore song. I was like 9 or 10, just like listening to that song. And this was like while like before the deaths of them both, and I was just like, yeah, fuck Biggie. Fuck Biggie, dude. I was all about the West Coast because I lived in Utah. I was like, we're closer to the West Coast, yo. Represent. And I would listen to Hit 'Em Up and lots of Tupac. And I always, I wasn't older until I started smoking weed. When I was 22, I got into Biggie, and that was a fun time. Listening to lots of Biggie and the Chronic. All the real obvious things you would do. Bob Marley. Even got into the Grateful Dead. Even got into the Grateful Dead. It was fun. It was a good time, and I loved it. And I don't regret a thing at all. Oh man, I was gonna talk about something, but whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? I mean, I'm trying to get, but I also, maybe that's bad. But I'm trying to be like, yeah, that doesn't matter if I forgot that. Then if like I wasn't, if I didn't remember, I don't know, dude. I've been thinking about dragons. The dragons, you know what I mean? They're out there, dude, and they're internal too. But they're very dragony. They're very dragon-esque. They've got scaly scales. And on all those scales are your fears. And this is like something I've thought of. There's people who've written a lot about dragons. Joseph Campbell talks about the thou shalt dragon. You must kill the thing that says thou shalt, so that you can get the gold. And you have to fight your fears to get the gold. And I feel like I'm kind of figuring that out. I'm hitting, next summer will be the 15th anniversary of when the John Whites began. And I mean, I'm appreciative of every single one of these next people that I'm about to talk about. Absolutely. I mean, my fan base, small as it is right now, and I want it to grow because I'm going to offer goods and services. Lots of blowjobs, lots of hand jobs to my fans. No, but I mean, like, I offer just who I am. I'm always going to be who I am and tell the truth, because that's just what I do. And I feel like I do that in every area. I really make art. What the fuck did I get online for? I was like going to do something. What the fuck? What am I talking about right now, right? I love you guys. You're the best. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to go to Les John Whites. 85 monthly listeners. And I want that to grow because I'm just saying, like, I fucked up, dude. 15 years and never do like an email list. I could have, every show I played, I could have had an email list, but I've always been afraid. And my dragon, and my scaly dragon, is like the dragon of like believing that this is something I can do as my career, making art, doing things, not trading my time for $10 an hour. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do, man. I really want to do that shit. And so you got to do a lot of things to do that shit. Everyone that makes it in show business, if they're not the nephew of someone, which is rarer than day, they really worked really hard and fought really hard. Like Nikki Glazer is someone who, like, you can watch these documentaries called like Road Comic, I think is one called. I don't know what they're called. Just look up some fucking old comedy documentaries. And she's in there, and she, at the time, she's like I think she's maybe headlining some, but like doing mostly feature work, I think, on the first of these documentaries. And she's just talking about like getting out on the road and doing the work and getting out and like actually making like real people laugh and trying to get real people to laugh and stuff. Is this why you're I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. All right. This is the first, but this is look, we did 3 episodes with the using the Logitech mic. I was going to record an episode tonight, and I was like, there's no way I can subject these people to another episode of bad audio. I had to get these out. I have to do this stuff, you know? It feels good to have to do art again. I mean, I really lost myself there. And there's like this movie by Rob Reiner, I think it's called Flipped. And there's a part where this guy's like, you can go out to swim, but make sure you don't swim so far out you can't come back. And sorry for saying and I'll try to become a better orator. And now I'm thinking about like, why do I say sorry all the time? Why am I just sorry just for being? Why? Whatever girls talk about, when girls are like, oh, I feel like I say sorry too much. I'm like, I know, me too. Like, I feel exactly. I'm with you, sisters. That was racist and sexist. That was potentially harmful to my career. Let's see here. What was I talking about? Dragons and fighting them. And so I'm here to make a podcast, to do it every week on a Wednesday. I think I put up one last week and do one this week, and I'm going to just do it. Try to get connected with you guys. I know you are out there. Like, I know I have worked really hard for 15 plus years at writing songs, and I know I have fans out there, you know, especially now that my best of album, Cave Paint Collection 2005 to 2017, available on all platforms, is out now. Now that that's out, it's you know, a lot of people are like, dude, I didn't realize you're so tepid about your music. You should get out there more. I didn't even realize you were good. I thought you were just like a guy that played music. And I don't know why people, for me, I have so many fears. And basically, I'm going to talk a little silly about what I'm about to say, but you know, like an abundance mindset. I need to figure that out. There's a lot of people out there, and I've written a lot of songs and made a lot of stuff. And I have to get the abundant mindset that I can like find these people and do this thing, because it's just what I want to do. And the reason I want to make money at this is so I can do it more. You know, on one level, I thought it was cool, and think it's cool that like I worked minimum wage jobs and stuff the whole time I was doing this, because it was like you know, I was always writing like everyman music, you know, because it just is I mean, it's really a long romance, like a 9-album song romance with some variation. So different topics too, but I was thinking about that the other day. And like, you know, I don't know, man, it's a romance, but what was I talking about? Oh, Lordy Lord. Anyways, I'm excited, and I want to get people. Oh, it's fun. Just listen, like people. I'm getting excited for people to listen to my stuff, man. I mean, why do people think they don't deserve stuff? You know, People who are way shittier than I am at writing songs have gone way further because they just believed in themselves. And I just need to. And I believe in myself as an artist. But and I need to just believe that I can also become a discovered artist. You know what I mean? God damn it. I'm in the fucking... because I can just do more. The more money I have, the more time I can just do this stuff. You know? And I'm doing comedy. And I'm hitting the 1 year of that, and I just have to figure out, like, how am I going to make... I want to make my 10th album. And if I didn't do comedy as heavy, I would have already made it right now. So I feel like I have to kind of pull back on that, and it's hard to weigh these things. Like, I had to give up a guest spot to record my album this weekend because I just have to record it. If I don't record it, not a guest spot, I got as a hosting spot. And that's like money, that's a good gig, that's 15 minutes of stage time. That's good experience. Like, it's the thing I want. And I just like had to stand my ground on a level because I don't know, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying to do what I have to do. And I don't know, man. It's hard. I don't know. It's hard. Comedy's so fun. I really like doing stand-up. I don't think I said anything funny this episode. But I'm not trying to be like funny all the time when I'm like in the world, sometimes I guess, I don't know. But I'm trying to like, I don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make good art. And I think I want to be a good person. I don't think I ever wanted to be a good person before, but I always felt bad for like not being a good person. And I don't know how someone is a good person or what that means on some level, but I know it's like, it's not doing bad things. Being a good person isn't just avoiding doing bad things. It's helping other people, and I'm very self-centered. And I've been very self-centered, and I didn't know how else to make the albums, making 9 albums besides doing that. But I also was just a child and just started to do it when I was like 19 and decided to make an album a year. And so I never like learned how to like live life. I just learned how to write songs and make songs. And I never learned how to like have a girlfriend and have like really close friends that I do have close friends for sure, but I think I could have more. I've never been the best man at a wedding. I've never I barely been to a wedding, dude. No one like, when it's my birthday, no one's like flashing my shit on the Instagram stories like, yo, it's my bro's birthday. Shout out to my, like, so, that's not on anyone but me, Boy, this is getting a little heavy and shit now. Anyway, but yeah, like comedy to me is just like, dude, this is what comedy is to me, and it's just whatever. And maybe I'm a horrible person, and maybe I'm a bad guy or whatever. But this is how I know I'm not a good person. So that's why I'm like, I guess I just want to do better and be better. What am I talking about? There was a guy at my show who was like in a wheelchair and was like Stephen Hawking's-esque. And like, I wanted to be like, dude, I am a big Stephen Hawking's fan, but you are like the biggest Stephen Hawking's fan I have ever seen. And I didn't do it, but I did think of it. And I'm like, does that make me a bad person? But that's like on the level, like what comedy is. Comedy's, I don't know what it is, but I thought that was really funny. And now I guess it's out in the world that I had a horrible, that'll be my, that's going to be my fucking Liam Neeson moment. Like, dude, Liam Neeson, That's not even a good Liam Neeson. That's more of a horrible Sean Connery. Um, oh, we don't need to get into that. There's a lot going on in the world right now, but right now, oh man, I should have told you that joke I thought of. I should have just, some things you just keep to yourself. Some things just keep inside. And don't tell people. I look fat. It's because I'm kind of fat right now. And, waist update. Did you eat great or did you eat like shit? Waist update. I've started to work out again, and I'm figuring that out. Yay. Yeah, I've just been super like depressed, and I've been depressed the last few years, pretty much, I guess. There was a pocket no, there's a good time. There was about a year in the last year I wasn't depressed, but I'm having longer. So that's why I'm in therapy and we're hashing it out, figuring it out and stuff. Yeah, I couldn't really work out when I was like, I don't know. It's the same thing with like why I'm excited to make albums now and why I'm like, I want to make things again because I want to make things again, not because I want to get to the end. Because like I know I've talked about it before, but like I thought like making Cave Paint, my 9 album thing would like make me feel like a complete person, and like I would feel cool, and I'd feel like, oh, you're cool like Neil Young. You made a bunch of albums, and I don't know, maybe Neil Young feels like shit. I don't fucking know anything about that guy. I just know his songs are dope and good. It's a good review of Neil Young. His songs are dope and good. He's one of the best songwriters. I love him. And it didn't really do anything. I still like really struggle with self-hatred and self-loathing and moroseness. I'm not surprised I'm single. I'm never surprised about that. But I want to not be that stuff. I used to be less of that stuff. And yeah, I'm here because I want to connect with people and I want to have a better life. You know? Who doesn't want to just have a better life? And I think now I can, because I'm realizing it's the cheesiest thing ever, but it's not the journey, or it's not the destination. It's not the journey, it's the destination. No, it's not getting to the top of the mountain. It's like climbing the mountain that's fun. And so I want to climb some more mountains of mine, like make a film, a feature-length movie, keep doing comedy, and make an album or 2 or 3 or 4 in the next 5 years. And it's a lot, and it's a lot to ask of myself. And I want to ask of myself that I'm looking at myself now. Hey, you, the guy in the mirror. You, guy in the mirror, right? That's not a mirror. That's a TV show. That's not a TV show. That's a computer. This weed is pretty dope. You have a lot of work to do, buddy. And you're going to fucking do it. And this is the craziest thing I've ever done on camera. But I'm talking to myself, looking at myself, and being like, you can do it, but also hold your friends' hands and high five people and hug people. Because what I learned making my 9 albums and making all this stuff, and what I thought was going to be Neil Youngish in my mind, is that really what the same thing the guy from Into the Wild learned when he was like up on that mountain. He's like, oh fuck, I like friends and family the most. And then he it's not too late for me though. Fuck that. I'm not gonna just keep doing the same goddamn shit, I hope. And just fucking Eeyoring. I want to be Eeyore, dude. I turned more and more Eeyore every year since 2015. Fuck that cunt, bunt, Cunny, funny, 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 cunt, cunt, shunt. Good night. Thank you. Bye bye.